Blessings, everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast. Tonight, I got a special guest coming on. Yeah, a very, very special guest. My new sponsor. Proud to announce Sylk Vodka. Yeah, Sylk Vodka, straight from the 6, better known as Toronto. Doing major things, major moves. Yep, my new sponsor coming through the Down to Earth podcast season 2, episode 2. Bless up to everybody out there in the universe. Yep. What you saying, people? Much respect to all my sponsors. Cities, Chill City. Bless up. Easy Street Music Group, Up North Society. Yeah, everybody out there. Bless up, DB. One love. Much respect. Just waiting for my special guests to come through on that spaceship and play some music. Hold on. I'm trying to play one of my latest tracks while we wait. Bless up Rastafari Samurai. While we wait for Sylk Vodka, a great company, straight from the 6 Toronto, like I said before. You're making moves, smooth, yep. Just waiting. We got another special guest coming on later tonight, 9 p.m. Drip Davis, special guest artist. Yo, bless up. Yeah, sending this out to everybody in the universe. Yep. Everybody chilling. It's cold outside. Yeah, it's cold outside. But you could get some Sylk Vodka to warm you up. Yeah, check them out. Follow them on the Insta. Yeah. Sylk Vodka. Just waiting. Yeah. Bless up to Freddie Fame for coming through yesterday. Yeah. That was a great interview. This is Second Wave. Bless up. Benzito from the 6. Great artists coming soon on the Down to Earth podcast. Yeah, like I said, much respect to Freddie Fame, a legend in the game. Yeah. Yeah, Freddie Fame was putting down some knowledge. You should check out that interview. Yup, if you're an artist, yo, some great info he got on there. Check it out. Bless up. Coming through, Rastafari Samurai on that space from the EQ Sound headquarters. Yeah, just waiting for the spaceship. Yeah, connecting down to Earth.
Yeah, where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Chilling. We stay.
Zine, just the Rastafari Samurai here. EQ Sound Studios. Don't know. You can hear the music there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear the music too?
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah? Nice and clear?
That's the push sound.
You can hear it nice and clear though?
Yeah, I hear it all right though.
Oh, okay.
Yo, just wait for the sponsor to come.
Scene. I hear you. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know, man. All about this guy today. You know what I mean? These peeps tonight. You know what I'm saying? Don't know.
opposite sides of the same coin. The same coin. Yeah. I'm representing both sides of the same coin. The YMC. You the one every day, man.
It's coming up tonight, right?
What's that?
Where y'all following procedure. I love my music, so I do it at my leisure.
Who else coming on for the card?
Shit to please ya. So musically inclined, you gotta climb the keyboard. Hip hop and dance all showing you versatility.
What's that?
Forever mastering my
Remember to subscribe to EQ and on my link tree.
That's right. Subscribe, man. Subscribe. EQTV on YouTube. Earthquake Sound International. You know what I mean? Subscribe for all the past interviews, you know, for season 1. You know what I mean? We're trying to get them all up. You know what I'm saying? But just be patient with us. For now, we're just having season 2 go on, and you know what I mean? You don't know, people.
Can you hear me, Rock?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Benzito said she can't hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got Sylk Vodka in the house. So, this is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. We're going to have Sylk Vodka coming on right now on Down to Earth Podcast. Tune in, people.
Yeah, that was Rastafari Samurai from Earthquake Sound Studios. Yep, just waiting for Sylk Vodka to connect on the spaceship. It's the Down to Earth Podcast. Today is Bob Marley's birthday, Earth Strong. Just celebrating all night, all through. Yeah, yesterday was the debut. Today's number 2. Yep, coming through the spaceship. Sylk Vodka connecting down to earth, down to earth. Bless up what you're saying. Respect.
What's going on? What's going on?
I can see you, but it's crooked. Bless up, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to set it up a certain way.
Yo, much respect. I say to everybody to introduce yourself to the universe, to those who make are Sylk Vodka.
So 1/3 of Sylk Vodka. It's a team of us, but it's just 1/3 of Sylk Vodka. All right. You've been in biz for about you want me to just get into a full intro of it, or you have a setup of yourself?
No, full intro of it. Off the top is Down to Earth.
Okay, so pretty much this product right here, Sylk Vodka, is GMO free. So there's benefits with it as well too. It's made from grapes from the Niagara region. So this is 100% Canadian. It's charcoal filtered. The origin of the distilleries in Quebec. Myself and 2 other brothers, we brought it down to Ontario. We did all the registration with the AGCO, everything like that. So we always emphasize the 100% Canadian. Even though we ourselves, we have a background of Caribbean, but we're here, first generation Canadians, so we're letting the world know that we have talents to get into all type of markets.
Yeah, man, I like to hear that. It's like perfect time because Black History Month, right?
Indeed.
Bob Marley's Earth Strong, you know, it's like a celebration of all Black business. I would say celebrate Black business at its finest because it's Black History Month. Much respect to Sylk Vodka for linking with us, the Down to Earth. So tell me how long you guys been doing this basically for?
For about in August it'll be about 5 years. So within the 5 years, so we introduced ourselves to the public through birth. So everybody was seeing the growth and development of it, from the idea to the exception, to the sample bottle, to the packaging, everything, and then we just learned the business along the way and just build up the brick and mortar, as they say in the business world. Like within like the first few bottles we had, from there, then there was photo shoots. Everything was pretty organic. But to get into this, I gotta let you know how we even got involved into even doing anything with alcohol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that doesn't usually fall on your lap like that. So what had happened was we were working with another Canadian distillery before, where we were selling their product at different bars, different restaurants, and things like that. You get what I'm saying? And then in that whole process, we're like, okay, we want to develop our own. So we're learning along the way. We're learning about the shipping, like forms. It's just school pretty much, working with this student. But in the same breath, we were saying, brother?
Paperwork.
Yes, exactly. Learning about that. But at the same time, too, as you learn, get into the LCBO and the different circles, the ABCO, it's really a rich white man's game.
Yeah.
When it comes to positioning, right? So that toolage that we learned from them was necessary to learn that just working with them to get in with their product. They looked at us a certain way. You know what I mean? But we have to show through our ways and actions that things can work and we can make it work. And then we had plans to do our own thing. Now, this is another part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Government, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, have you put them like in any stores yet? Like, is it available any stores?
This is registered with private ordering. So that's the next thing too, right? And that's why while we're doing the fight with LCVO to get it on the shelf, because it's a process. So every year, they take up to 200 applications of different products from Ontario, and then with the vodka, it's called spirits. So with now, they have a bunch of different formats. So it's like once they go through the selection, okay, the next amount is 56. After 56, it was 8. And then there's emails where we're corresponding to let us know, okay, well, this round we're not really taking anything or whatever the case may be. But the further we get into this story, I'll let you know what the Ontario government's trying to do right now. So I don't know if that kind of clarified what you're asking for.
I understand what you're saying. I understand it. Maybe some other people don't understand it, but yeah.
Okay. You know what it is? When you eat sweet, breathe it so much, sometimes you just ramble on. So at any time that you're confused, just let me know, and then I can break it down layman terms.
I used to work for a winery. Yeah, I mean, like back.
Okay.
Kind of understand.
Okay. So you know exactly. Yeah. So.
Okay, go ahead.
But you see, even that, so like, okay, the LCBO head office. So we learned all the process and interacting with them and to get our product in there. So these are the things you have to do. So we had we got it registered with private ordering. So so at one point with private ordering, you'd go to any LCBO location and you'd ask to order a product, like because there's certain drinks that LCBO doesn't hold, like ones from all around the world. So you have to go in, fill out a form, and then make an order, and they'll call you, let you know when to come pick it up. So that's where we are with it right now. But the general public, general consumer, a lot of times, like when they go into a LCBO on a Friday night, they're not going to take that time to say, you know what, I want to fill out this form to receive that product. They want to get everything right then and there. So with us, our strategy was, okay, well, while we're fighting this process, let's register ourselves with all the different channels of Ontario, so we're able to start delivering it here, delivering it there, getting the special occasion permits, and having events where we're serving the product. So that was our comment while we're still fighting with them behind the scenes. So that's how you see us posting stuff and different events and things like that, because these things that we're doing until we hear back from them.
So it's like 5 of you, like a team. It's a team.
Yeah, there's a team. There is definitely a team. There is definitely a team. Sometimes, like, you have to, some certain members have to make more of an initiative than the other, just to keep things rolling or whatnot. But so there's a brother that he takes care of the manufacturing. Like, he was there seeing the process get done in Quebec or whatever. So, and then there's another individual that takes care of the events and promotions. And there was a time we used to sponsor art shows. We used to sponsor all types of stuff, concerts, everything. And with us now, that's the next thing I learned as well too. With sponsorship, like we like the word, we usually use donation or partnership.
Yeah.
Because the reason we'll say donation or partnership is because a lot of times with the sponsorship, like they're more looking for the business to invest into whatever entity, right? But sometimes when the business is at the very beginning or whatnot, like you don't have the budget. So we learned that the hard way. Like, I mean, we're spending to be involved in a lot of different events and things like that. And the get back, it's a learning experience. But we learned that, okay, you know what? If we do our own thing and serve our own product strictly, you get more of a response, right? So
So it's good to know, man. You've been putting it down for 5 years strong. So now, like, how you feel like the scene, like the urban scene, I would say the other part of the arts has influenced your brand. Has it influenced it, like, since Drake? I would say the Raptors. Toronto's on the map right now. So anything what we pop off from here is gonna get something. Sylk vodka, people check that out. I
yeah.
just plug that right
Yeah,
there, yo.
well, you know what? It's just like what you said, right? If you just keep putting in the works, like eventually you may gain the momentum. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not really phased, or the team, we're not really phased or watching, because like I said, we've been through the whole process. We did shows with just name a few, 90 Nickel, Peter Jackson, Royals Music Series, T-Dot Fest. We served a crowd of over 2,000 people, Dundas Square. That time, Movado was down here for Fresh Fest, and then the promoters were able to get him down to T-Dot Fest for the Sunday. It's just something small, nothing big. When he have it at Dundas, so we've had big crowds, we've had small crowds. The ins and outs of the industry, we know. I can confidently sit here and tell you that we know, or I would know. I mean, there's times we've done events where I would be behind the bar, bartending. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I have my smart serve as well. So these are like the bartending stuff like that. Like when we're posting about this different recipes and drink mixes, these are like when we're talking about the ounce shots. This is a 1 ounce shot. This is a 2 ounce shot.
Yeah.
Again, these are the shakers and things like that. Stuff you see behind the bar, but we're hands on with it, so we'll have it too, because we don't understand when we have to approach a restaurant or a bar now, and they're like, okay, well, why would you want to take your product instead of the other one that's the bar rail of vodka that's there? I'll say a 750 milliliter bottle, you could get up to 20 shots. You could do a drink special, sell it for $5. 20 times 5, that's 100 off of one bottle. So when you break down the numbers to the individual, he'll say, okay, well, maybe I'm getting a Smirnoff bottle for $30 bar rail, but with Sylk, if I'm getting it for a little bit less and he's telling me how much more I can make, you know what, maybe I give it a try and put it behind the bar. Like, these are the things you got to do and stuff like that, you know? So, go ahead.
I'm saying this age right now, like, everybody has to keep up with this new age. You have a website, right? I'm guessing you probably already have that already.
Yeah, we got a website, yeah. We got a website. With the website, it's the same thing, like, register your age legally to go on the site, because alcohol, like every other brand, if you go on their site, it's the same thing, right? So
that's ill, man. Yo, Sylk. So how does it? I never got a taste of that yet. My brother is telling me it's not. It's
yeah. You guys got a few in the mix over there, but the reason it's a is you got a few in the mix, and the funny thing is the wording when we were first starting out with the sample, the etching. It was like the manufacturer was like, okay, well, you could get it for this price with this many letters. So 4 letters, you got it for a little bit cheaper. So it was like, okay, Sylk goes down smooth, no hangover, and I could guarantee that. And it's a good mixer with different things like mango, lychee, guava, stuff like that, ginger ale, whatever your flavor is, you can do a mix with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Bless up, man. Because my brother was telling me, my cousin, so I was saying, oh, yo, my cousin from, saying, yo, my cousin is a true soldier, man. True soldier.
Yeah, that's the homie, man. They got a lot of history with that brother right there. That's a humble brother, but he could be very loud if he chooses to be, because he has all the contacts, connects, and everything like that.
Yeah, man. Much respect, man. Because I say, yo, it's a good thing, like what you're saying about the sponsorship, but it's like more like a partnership, because this is like we're just doing it down to earth. We've just been growing and networking, supporting culture, not just doing other things, branching off. That's what we gotta do.
Definitely. Each one teach one. That's how it works.
We gotta unite. We gotta. And for example, this Black History. So I'm telling like any young black entrepreneur, even older, just
Yeah,
start to use. That's the only way we're gonna be like Atlanta or something like that with
yeah.
whatever bubbling right now. Try to make it positive. You get what I mean?
Just to add on to what you're saying, another thing too we have to realize is the team had to learn that is we came into the game using what we got to get what we want. So we're from the urban community, like how you asked the influence. I'm an '80s baby, so hip hop, the golden age of hip hop, I grew on that, and this, that, and the third, and different things. So I seen black men become millionaires, and they didn't have to wear suits to boss up on these companies, and they'd have clothing line, Rockaware, Rockefeller, like these things I grew up seeing. So that kind of inspired me, right? But I do feel like there's more of a community, authentic community. So it makes sense because their attitude is us against them. So when they unify, it's for a real thing unified. And that's why that's why you'll see things like the Black Wall Street and stuff like that, right? Since we're talking about Black History Month, there's many Black Africville. There's so many different communities where people came together and there was strength in numbers, but it's the right type of numbers too. Like here, I think our demographic, we're just learning now.
Yeah.
There's money in everything that we touch right now. Because there's not just money in the hip hop industry in just say Toronto. There's money in the whole entertainment industry, period.
Right.
And that's something we had to learn because our product could be in the hipster circle, our product could be in the rock circle, because it's a product.
Yeah.
You just gotta open your mind and figure out a way to network it and whatnot. You know what I mean?
So what you see for the future for Sylk? Like what you see like you're gonna have like, do you have different flavors? You're gonna start getting into that?
We had different flavors. It's just to introduce it, right? But I'll be honest with you right now. Like we have online. We're working on a few things. The most I can say is like as far as the delivery service licensing with the AGCO, we're working on an online aspect of that. The States, different parts of the world. It's already in the Caribbean. I'm not going to say a big amount, but certain islands it's touched, like St. Martin, Angola, Trinidad, Grenada, like Guyana, like people have seen the bottle. Maybe not on a major scale, but maybe in like a 1-2 small bar here or there that we've worked with. So from that, the main thing is that honestly, get on the shelf at LCBO without the red tape, like an actual shelf space. Because how it works at LCBO is you get 3 months window. If you don't perform within the 3 months, they keep breaking your shelf down to the bottom, and then eventually you take it off. So that's why you see certain products and certain brands have placement certain places.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. Get it in the LC, get it on the shelf, and then the rest of the world.
So you guys have
one thing. Sorry, on the like our thing is the people's vodka. So we had many plans as well. Like once there's a brick and mortar, because there's a lot of laws in Ontario. Certain things, Ontario is very regulated, whereas like a province like Alberta, the liquor board is privatized as well as provincial. Whereas like, so we want to build certain things up and offer opportunities to the community on the whole, because it's not just about a couple of individuals that put it together. There's a lot of opportunity for community as a whole. Before COVID, we had a mobile bar service, Sylk vodka service. And we wanted to set it up where we get people SOPs, train them for that. We're connected with a few different staffing agencies. We get people gigs as well. So a lot of potential, but yeah.
Sylk vodka, yo. Much respect, man. So, yo, I'm going to ask you, before we come off this spaceship, a question like in the arts of the music, because, you know, we're mixing it up.
Of course, of course.
What's your top 6 hip-hop artists of all time? Might be a hard one.
Oh, man. All right, well, in the background, you hear Jada. So it's a toss-up between Jada Styles and Sheik. Like the Locks, I was always a fan of them. But I got to throw in Jay, Biggie, Nas, Ghost Ray. I could keep going. Mob Deep, Cool G
All right.
Rap, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. Like, I was young when those thing guys were popping, but you have to give credit where credit's due, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's top
Okay,
20.
go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So like, okay, let me bring it back. Like now, right now, the newbies out right now. I call them the new
Okay.
generation. What's the top 6 you know of?
In this like it's okay.
In Toronto, the top 6 right now.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a two list. I'll give you what's popping right now and who's popping up on the scene out here in Canada or Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now who I fuck with, sorry, pardon me, part of my thing. Who I mess with is Dave East.
Yeah.
Dave East. Definitely Dave East. There's so many, man. Like I could throw in a Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I mean, like for who right now, like he still has a thing. I like Pop Smoke. I followed his journey.
Okay, that's 3.
Pop. Who else? Definitely. Dirk is like a sleeper. He grew on me. Little Dirk.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised that I got into him.
Chicago. 4.
And then who else? Well, the whole Griselda camp. That alone would be my top 5, but I'll just group it as an individual. Just to show you the depth of it. Yeah, the whole Griselda camp. And then I have to include 38 Special. We're talking about stuff I would be into. 38 Special, Ito, the whole Trust, Ransom.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's who I'd say.
Yeah, that's tops. That's tops, man. Much respect, man. To
Okay,
Sylk coming through.
definitely, definitely.
Gotta link up again. Keep in touch. The
No,
new spot,
that's a given. That's a given.
new sponsor of the Down podcast, Sylk Vodka. Anything you want to say before we leave out?
Shout out to the Down to Earth podcast. I mean, doing big things. Like I said, you already have a season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're on to a season 2. And shout out to Chill City. I mean, 416, he was a sponsor in season 1. I mean, you were telling me, so salute to him. I know nothing for a long time. He's a good dude right there too, you know. I mean, and then shout out to everybody that's a sponsor in season 2. We're just all striving to get in where we fit in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Much respect, man. Bless up.
All right.
Keep it
All right. Peace
So,
to me and child, man.
Down to Earth podcast. Bless up.
Down to Earth podcast.